What's up, gang? And welcome back to another episode of Mo Rock Sports 215. Today, man, we flying out to Orlando, Florida, man. We going down to Florida to go see the Hall of Famer, champ, all-star, everything. Shaquille O'Neal, man. We gonna go down here and see what's up with Shaq and dive in on his career, man. Shaq was one of the greatest big men of all time, and plus, he was one of my favorite actors, low-key, too, when he did act. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. We coming in for this landing. Let me get my motherfucking drink. Oh, let's go.
Thanks Morak, I got it from here. Hello guys and welcome back. Let's get into this story. O'Neal was born on March 6, 1972, in Newark, New Jersey, to Lucille O'Neal and Joe Toney, who played high school basketball. He was an all-state guard, and was offered a basketball scholarship to play at Seton Hall. Toney struggled with drug addiction, and was imprisoned for drug possession when O'Neal was an infant. Upon his release, he did not resume a place in O'Neal's life, and instead agreed to relinquish his parental rights to O'Neal's Jamaican stepfather, Philip Arthur Harrison, a career Army sergeant. O'Neal remained estranged from his biological father for decades. O'Neal had not spoken with Toney or expressed an interest in establishing a relationship. After returning from Germany, O'Neal's family settled in San Antonio, Texas. By age 16, O'Neal had grown to 6 feet 10, and he began playing basketball at Robert G. Cole High School. He led his team to a 68-1 record over 2 years, and helped the team win the state championship during his senior year. His 791 rebounds during the 1989 season remains a state record for a player in any classification. He had first met Tigers coach, Dale Brown, years earlier in Europe, when O'Neal's stepfather was stationed on a U.S. Army base at Wildflecken, West Germany. At LSU, O'Neal was a two-time All-American, two-time SEC Player of the Year, and received the Adolph Rupp Trophy as NCAA Men's Basketball Player of the Year in 1991. He was also named College Player of the Year by AP, NUPI. O'Neal left LSU early to pursue his NBA career, but continued his education even after becoming a professional player.
You don't understand what I'm talking, you can't afford it. I lost $250,000, I ain't curl, I just bought it. Made one call, you know, Maddie gave me 40. Couple piece of land, I had to bust them like a rollie. Niggas love me in these streets, they know I'm big bro. They know they make a call, trendsetters going down. Peak of my career fast, book me, I ain't forward. Not even laundry, nigga, the work that's gonna do it for me.
The Orlando Magic drafted O'Neal with the first overall pick in the 1992 NBA draft. In the summer before moving to Orlando, he spent time in Los Angeles under the tutelage of Hall of Famer Magic Johnson. O'Neal wore number 32 because Terry Catledge refused to relinquish the 33 jersey. O'Neal was named the Player of the Week in his first week in the NBA, the first player to do so. During his rookie season, O'Neal averaged 23.4 points on 56.2% shooting, 13.9 rebounds, and 3.5 blocks per game for the season. He was named the 1993 NBA Rookie of the Year, and was the first rookie to be voted an All-Star starter since Michael Jordan in 1985. In 1993 to 1994, O'Neal's second season, Hill was the coach, and Guokas was reassigned to the front office. O'Neal improved his scoring average to 29.4 points, second in the league to David Robinson, while leading the NBA in field goal percentage at 60%.
First pick in the 1992 NBA draft, the Orlando Magic selects Shaquille O'Neal from Louisiana State University.
He was voted into the All-Star game, and also made the All-NBA third team. Teamed with newly drafted Anthony Penny Hardaway, the Magic finished with a record of 50-32, and made the playoffs for the first time in franchise history. In his first playoff series, O'Neal averaged 20.7 points and 13.3 rebounds as the Pacers swept the Magic. In O'Neal's third season, 1994 to 1995, he led the NBA in scoring with a 29.3-point average, while finishing second in MVP voting to David Robinson and entering his third straight All-Star game. Along with Hardaway, they formed one of the league's top duos, and helped Orlando to a 57-25 record and the Atlantic Division crown. The Magic won their first ever playoff series against the Boston Celtics in the 1995 NBA playoffs. They then defeated the Chicago Bulls in the conference semifinals. After beating Reggie Miller's Indiana Pacers, the Magic reached the NBA Finals. Facing the defending NBA champion Houston Rockets, O'Neal was injured for a great deal of the 1995 to 1996 season. Missing 28 games, he averaged 26.6 points and 11 rebounds per game, made the All-NBA third team, and played in his fourth All-Star game. Despite O'Neal's injuries, the Magic finished with a regular season record of 60-22, second in the Eastern Conference to the Chicago Bulls, who finished with an NBA record 72 wins. O'Neal became a free agent after the 1995 to 1996 NBA season. In the summer of 1996, O'Neal was named to the United States Olympic basketball team, and was later part of the gold medal-winning team at the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta. On the team's first full day at the Olympics in Atlanta, the media announced that O'Neal would join the Los Angeles Lakers on a 7-year, $121 million contract. O'Neal insisted he did not choose Los Angeles for the money. Discussing the signing, he referred to a couple of his product endorsements, saying, "I'm tired of hearing about money, 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 money. I just want to play the game, drink Pepsi, wear Reebok." O'Neal averaged 26.2 points and 12.5 rebounds in his first season with Los Angeles. However, he again missed over 30 games due to injury. The Lakers made the playoffs, but were eliminated in the second round by the Utah Jazz in 5 games. The following season, O'Neal averaged 28.3 points and 11.4 rebounds. He led the league with a 58.4 field goal percentage, the first of 5 consecutive seasons in which he did so. Finished the season 61-21. First in the Pacific Division, and were the second seed in the Western Conference during the 1998 NBA playoffs. After defeating the Portland Trail Blazers and Seattle Supersonics in the first 2 rounds, the Lakers again fell to the Jazz, this time in a 4-0 sweep. With the tandem of O'Neal and teenage superstar Kobe Bryant, expectations for the Lakers increased. However, personnel changes were a source of instability during the 1998 to 1999 season. Longtime Laker point guard Nick Van Exel was traded to the Denver Nuggets. His former backcourt partner Eddie Jones was packaged with backup center Eldon Campbell for Glenn Rice to satisfy a demand by O'Neal for a shooter. Coach Del Harris was fired. In the 2001 NBA Finals against the 76ers, O'Neal fouled out in Game 3, backing over Dikembe Mutombo, the 2000-2001 Defensive Player of the Year. "I didn't think the best defensive player in the game would be flopping like that. It's a shame that the referees buy into that," O'Neal said. "I wish he'd stand up and play me like a man instead of flopping and crying every time I back him down." A month before the 2001-2002 season's training camp, O'Neal had corrective surgery for a claw toe deformity in the smallest toe of his left foot. He opted against a more involved surgery to return quicker. He was ready for the start of the 2001-2002 regular season, but the toe frequently bothered him. The Lakers made the playoffs in 2004 and lost to the Detroit Pistons in the 2004 NBA Finals. Lakers assistant coach Tex Winter said, "SHAQ defeated himself against Detroit. He played way too passively. He had one big game. He's always interested in being a scorer, but he hasn't had nearly enough concentration on defense and rebounding." On July 14, 2004, O'Neal was traded to the Miami Heat for Caron Butler, Lamar Odom, Brian Grant, and a future first-round draft choice. The Lakers used the draft choice to select Jordan Farmar in the 2006 draft. O'Neal reverted from his Lakers jersey, number 34 to number 32, which he had worn while playing for the Magic. Upon signing with the Heat, O'Neal promised the fans that he would bring a championship to Miami. O'Neal also narrowly lost the 2004 to 2005 MVP award to Phoenix Suns guard Steve Nash in one of the closest votes in NBA history. In August 2005, O'Neal signed a 5-year extension with the Heat for $100 million. Supporters applauded O'Neal's willingness to take what amounted to a pay cut and the Heat's decision to secure O'Neal's services for the long term. They contended that O'Neal was worth more than $20 million per year. particularly given that lesser players earned almost the same amount. In the 2006 NBA playoffs, the Heat first faced the younger Chicago Bulls, and O'Neal delivered a dominating 27-point, 16-rebound, and 5 blocks performance in Game 1, followed by a 22-point effort in Game 2 to help Miami take a 2-0 lead in the series. Chicago would respond with 2 dominating performances at home to tie the series, but Miami would respond right back, with a victory at home in Game 5. Miami returned to Chicago and closed out the series in the 6th game, highlighted by another dominating performance by O'Neal, who finished with 30 points and 20 rebounds. In the finals, the Heat were underdogs against the Dallas Mavericks led by Dirk Nowitzki, and the Mavericks won the first 2 games at home in dominating fashion. The Heat led by Wade, and a balanced effort by O'Neal, Antoine Walker, and Jason Williams would go on to win all 3 of the next games at home, before closing out the series in Dallas to deliver the first NBA title for the franchise, and O'Neal's 4th title. With Wade carrying the offensive load, O'Neal did not need to have a dominating series, and finished with an average of 13.7 points and 10.2 rebounds for the series. The Phoenix Suns acquired O'Neal in February 2008 from the league-worst Miami Heat, who had a record, at the time of the trade, of 9-37, in exchange for Sean Marion and Marcus Banks. O'Neal made his Suns debut on February 20, 2008, against his former Lakers team. In 28 regular season games, O'Neal averaged 12.9 points and 10.6 rebounds, good enough to make the playoffs. The 2008-2009 season improved for O'Neal, who averaged 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.6 blocks through the first half, 41 games, of the season, leading the Suns to a 23-18 record. On June 25, 2009, O'Neal was traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Sasha Pavlovich, Ben Wallace, $500,000, and a 2010 second-round draft pick. On August 4, 2010, the Celtics announced that they had signed O'Neal. The contract was for 2 years at the veteran minimum salary for a total contract value of $2.8 million. On June 1, 2011, O'Neal announced his retirement via social media. On a short video on Twitter, O'Neal tweeted, "We did it. 19 years, baby. I want to thank you very much. That's why I'm telling you first. I'm about to retire. Love you. Talk to you soon." On June 3, 2011, O'Neal held a press conference at his home in Orlando to officially announce his retirement.
Shaquille O'Neal was one of the most dominant big men of all time. I mean, we currently got that situation going on right now in Philly. We just gotta get them rings. But other than that, man, Shaq was the beast. He was the shit. Double-double. And in the meantime, I'm gonna need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm gone.
Still, if you single cover him and he gets the ball low enough, can score. Now the mobility is not there, but you talked about only 8 minutes, 1 of 2 from the field.
And tonight we honor and celebrate Shaquille O'Neal, who helped bring Miami and the Heat global appeal and our first NBA championship.
I do have a gift for Shaquille, something I've been saving for a long time. There are over 200,000 of these 15 strong cards.
This is my cash app for anybody who wanna help support the channel. Anything is greatly appreciated. I thank y'all for tuning in. Alright.